Dear friends, welcome to a lecture of Analytical Solid Geometry. We are studying the chapter of the sphere. In this lecture, we shall study how to find equation of the sphere passing through given 4 points. Earlier we have derived the equation of sphere in general form also, center radius form we have studied, and then general form of equation of sphere we have studied in our earlier lecture. And I have written here a problem. Through the problem, we shall see the procedure to find or how to find equation of sphere passing through 4 given points. 4 points will be necessary at least to determine equation of sphere, because it contains 4 parameters u, v, w and d. And the problem I have written here is 2 problems I have written. We will solve this problem, and this problem I have written for your practice. See, the first problem is find the equation of the sphere passing through the points. First is the origin, next 0, 1, -1, next is -1 to 0, and next is 1, 2, 3. So these are the 4 points. Now what is the procedure to find equation of sphere? See, now we shall write solution of problem first. Solution 1. We will assume the general equation of sphere, or the equation of sphere in general form we shall write, and then we will use this condition. Let the equation of sphere be so we know what is the general form is x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux. This is the general form we have studied in our earlier lecture, 2vy plus 2wz plus d is equal to 0, and we shall assume this as equation 1. Now these are the 4 points given here through which the sphere passes. Sphere passes through this point means we will use this condition, that means these points must be on the sphere. So the sphere passes through given 4 points. This sphere passes through the given points. So I shall not write the points again, the points are here, and that means these are the 4 points on the sphere. Sphere passes through these 4 points means these 4 points are on the sphere. And what is the meaning of this? The first point is on the sphere means a point is on any surface. That implies the point's coordinate must satisfy the equation of the surface. And here the surface means a sphere. So this is the point on this sphere, means the coordinates of this point, which is origin, which are 0, 0, 0, x is 0, y is 0, z is 0, must satisfy this equation. So this gives, then we have the 4 relations for the first. What we are having? X is 0, y is 0, z is 0. So therefore this will be 0, the second term, third term, and all these terms will be 0, and finally what remains? D, and right side is 0. So we are putting x is 0, y is 0, z is 0. So I shall write the first relation is D is equal to 0. That is the first equation we have. And we will number these equation in Roman digits first. Now consider the second. This point lies on this sphere, and that means now here x is 0, y is 1 and z is -1. So what this will be? You see, x is 0 means 0 square, that is 0, y is 1, 1 square is 1, and -1 square is also 1. So therefore this addition is 2. I shall write it directly 2. And next is plus 2ux, u is x is 0, so therefore this term is 0. Then 2vy, y is 1, so the next term will be 2v. And next 2wz, z is -1, so therefore that will be -2w. And last is d, d is 0, so therefore this term will be plus d is equal to 0. That is our second equation. Third, now see this point, -1, 2, 0, x is -1, y is 2 and z is 0. So therefore minus 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. So 1 plus 4 is 5, z square is 0. So this 3 terms value will be 5 after substitution, that is 5. Next is plus 2ux, x is minus 1, so this will be minus 2u. Further 2vy, 2v into 2, y is 2, that will be 4v. Simply we are putting the coordinates in that equation. So it is 4v and z is 0 plus d is 0. This is third relation. And what about the last one? X is 1, y is 2 and z is 3. So 1 square, that is 1 plus 4 plus 9. So 1 plus 4 plus 9, that will be 14, and that is 14. Next is plus 2ux, that will be x is 1, so plus 2u. Next is 2v y, and that will be 4v, and z is 3, so 6w plus d is equal to 0. So this is our fourth equation. Thus we have the 4 relation. So that is the method that we are using. Assume the equation in general form, and because these are the points on the sphere, their coordinate must satisfy the equation of the sphere, and we get these relations. Now we have to solve these 4 relations in 4 unknowns and obtain the value of u, v, w and d, and substitute this value again in equation 1. That will be the required equation of the sphere. Now this set of equation we can rearrange, and then we will solve it. See, because d is 0, so this each term vanishes from the second, third, fourth equation also, and we rewrite this set of equation as, so that is, I shall write here, because d is 0. So these equations can be written as written as, or in this form, written as, we will arrange this in a particular way. This d is 0 and we use this value of d in the remaining equations. So I shall discard this, and you see, if d is 0, this vanishes and the second equation becomes like this, and we divide the second equation by 2, and then it is 1 plus v minus w is equal to 0. But I shall write each equation in terms of, because d is 0, we will not write d is already known, and we only want to find the values of u, v and w. So therefore we will arrange this second, third and fourth equation in this order. First the term of u, next term of v, next term of w, and then right side. In this way we will arrange. Here there is no term of u, so I shall write this as 0u, and then term of v is there. After dividing by 2, this becomes 1 into v plus 1 into v, and then after dividing by 2, this becomes minus 1 into w, and this becomes plus 1 is equal to 0, second equation, and that we can number this as next equation as 5 dividing by 2. Here we have written dividing by 2. So the second equation I have arranged in this form, you note this, and now the third equation I shall write like this. So first is the term of u, and that is here it is not divisible by any number so as to get integer. So we write this as it is, but arrange this as minus 2u and plus 4v, and w is absent, but we will write this as 0 into w, and d is 0 already, and this constant 5 I shall write last, plus 5, and is equal to 0. This is our sixth equation. Actually we are rewriting the same equations and not different equations. So this we have written, and the last equation I shall arrange in this manner, same manner, but here because d is 0, this term vanishes and remaining terms are divisible by 2. So therefore dividing by 2, I can write this as 1 into u, and this is 2 into v, then term of w 3 into w, and this constant I am writing last as 14 divided by 2 is 7 and is equal to 0. So this is our seventh equation, 5, 6, 7. Now we solve these equations to obtain u, v, w. D is already known as 0. And to solve this equation, we can use elimination method. That means eliminate any variable w or v or u from this, and then the equation becomes in terms of two variables, and then solve it as simultaneous equation by elimination method. That means making their coefficient equal, adding or subtracting them. But we will use the Cramer's rule to solve this equation. So we solve these equations by Cramer's rule. So what is the Cramer's rule? That is a determinant form, and we can write this as u divided by determinant, and the determinant is to be written as see, we hide this column of u and write the determinant of the coefficients of v, w and constant term as it is. So it will be or you write column wise, it is 1, 4, 2, and then minus 1, 0, 3, minus 1, 0, 3 it is. Next that is 1, 5, 7. This is u divided by this expression. Next is that is minus v. Why minus? Because you see in this equation, this is the first row and second column element. First, or its position is first row, second, and row number and column number addition is odd, then there we have to write the negative sign. That we have to remember. Or for all, this will be alternate positive, negative and positive, negative. So it is v is the element which is in the first row and second column. So addition is odd, and therefore there is negative sign. So remember for this v, and again we hide the column of v and write the determinant of remaining coefficients and these constants. So you can write this column wise. This is 0, minus 2, 1, 0, minus 2, 1, and then we are hiding this column of v, then it will be 1, 0, 3. Second column will be 1, 0, 3, and third is 1, 5, 7. This is about v. Now next the term is w, so I shall write it here. So this is our first equation, so I will write, we will remember this and we will write here itself. So this is equal to, and that is, here I am writing, is equal to w divided by, and for the determinant of w, we hide the column containing w and write the coefficients of remaining terms, variables u, that is 0, minus 2, 1, it is 0, minus 2, 1, then v is 1, 4, 2, 1, 4, 2, second column, and w we are hiding and we are deleting, and 1, 5, 7, 1, 5, 7. So this position of w is first row, third column. See, first, second, third column, it is first row, third column, and the sum of these numbers is even, and therefore there is positive sign. So for the first also, first row, first column means 1 plus 1, even. So therefore there is positive sign. This is first row, second column, 1 plus 2 is odd, and therefore negative sign. And now what about the last? Last we have to write as here 1 divided by, for the constant we have to write the numerator as 1, term as 1 here for the constants. And now what about the positive or negative sign? The position of this these constant, or in the first row, it is first row and 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth column. So 1 plus 4, that is 5, and it is odd, and therefore it is minus 1. Minus 1 is the number that we have to write here at the numerator. You note the signs u, minus v, plus w and minus 1. So it is fixed. This number is 1 is fixed for any constant. We are not writing this as the number. Here whatever it may be, here if it is 3 also, then we have to write it 1 only, and then the negative sign for this. Now hide this column and write the coefficients of these u, v, w as the determinant. So the first row is 0, minus 2, 1. Second, first column is 0, minus 2, 1. Second column is 1, 4, 2. And the third column is minus 1, 0, 3. So this is the Cramer's rule we have expressed. Now the rest part is only evaluate this determinant, and further solving this we get the value of u, v, w. That can be done now. So which gives u divided by, now see the determinant value of this determinant, 1 into bracket, this is 0 minus 15, and that minus 1, that becomes plus 1. Evaluation of determinant by usual way. So you should verify this, and minus 1, the minor of this, so that is 28, 7 into 4, 28 minus 10. So this will be 18 minus 15. We will verify this. What is the number? It is 1 into brackets 0 minus 15, that is minus 15, and then minus 1 becomes plus 1, that is 28 minus 10, and one more is remaining, plus 1 in bracket, that is 12 minus 0, which is 12. So what is the final number? It is this is minus 15, this is 18. 18 minus 15 is 3, and plus 12 is 15. U divided by 15. You should check these calculations. And next is minus v divided by. What about this determinant's value? The first element is 0, so it is that is 0, 1, that will be minus 1, minus, and then this is minus 14 minus 5, minus 14, then it is minus 5, and plus 1, it is minus 6 minus 0, or this will be minus 19 multiplied by minus 1 is 19, 19 minus 6, that is 13. So this is 13. We should check these numbers. Then it is minus 1, minus 14, minus 5. Then it is 1, then that is minus 6. So minus 14 minus 5 is minus 19, and that multiplied by minus 1 is 19 minus 6, which is 13. W divided by, what is this determinant of W? It is 0, 1 into minus 14 minus 5 plus 1 minus 4 minus 4, and that will be minus 19 minus 8, which is minus 27, and 1, which is minus 1 divided by, the determinant last is 0, 1 will be minus 1 into minus 6 minus 0, and that is last is minus 1 minus 4 minus 4, that is minus 8, or it will be 6 plus 6 and plus 8, that is 14. So it is 14. So thus we get these relations, and equating each to last ratio, equating each ratio to last one. This is minus 1 divided by 14. So what is the value of u? So this implies u is equal to minus 15 divided by 14. V is, now this is negative, you note this. So v will be negative, and negative becomes positive, 13 divided by 14, and w is equal to 27 divided by 14. So these are the values of u, v we have obtained. And what about d? D is already obtained by that is first condition, and d is equal to 0 by equation 1. Thus we wanted to find the value of u, v, w and d, and we put these values in our equation 1. So substituting these in 1, these values, these in 1. What is our equation 1? We get equation 1 was x square plus y square plus z square plus 2ux etc. So that is we get x square plus y square plus z square plus 2u, and that will be 2 times of this, that is negative sign, 30 divided by 14, or yes, 30 divided by 14 times x. Next, plus 2v, and that is 2 means 26 divided by 14 y, and plus 2w, that is 54 divided by 14 z, and plus d, and d is 0, so is equal to 0. This is the equation of the sphere. Or we can multiply this throughout by 14, that is, so here for this type of problem the part of calculation is there, so we multiply to avoid this fraction 14. So 14 into bracket x square plus y square plus z square, and then the remaining can be written as minus 30x plus 26y and plus 54z is equal to 0. So this is the equation of the sphere. So you should check the calculations with the method is important. What we have written the determinant, but you should check whether it is the same or not, or otherwise we will check this point. The first point is already satisfied. So 0, x is 0 and y is 1, z is 1, so it is 1 plus 1, that is 14, minus this is 0 and plus 26 minus 54, whether it is 0, and see this is not coming to be 0. 14 1, but you see 1 plus 1, that is 2. 14 into 2 is 28. 28 plus 26 minus 54, and it is right. So that means this point satisfies this equation. You can check the remaining, then our answer is correct. So this is the equation of the sphere. Equation of the sphere. So in this way we can solve such type of problems to obtain equation of sphere passing through 4 given points. So I have written one problem for you to solve, and see how will you solve this problem. If you can write the same equation, general equation of sphere, that means x square plus y square plus etc., and then we use the conditions like this. This is the equation 1 as in the earlier problem. So it's the center is, so because the condition of the center is given, center is minus u minus v minus w. This is the center of the sphere, and center lies on this line. See, the line is unsymmetrical form, and that is 5y plus 2z is equal to 0 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 0 is the together is the equation of line. This represents the line, and the center, this is the center, this center lies on the line. So C lies on the line, that implies, now what that will imply is 5y, y means here minus v, minus 5v and plus that is minus 2w is equal to 0. That will be one relation from this. And second, again this center lies on this line, that means we have minus 2u and minus 3 into minus v, that is plus 3v is equal to 0. So these will be our equations 1, 2, and 2 more relations can be obtained by substituting these points in this equation 1, as we have done in our solution of the first problem. Substitute these coordinates in this, we will get another relation, that will be third, and substitute this point in this equation, we will get another relation as 4. And you can solve these again by the Cramer's rule. Here remember u is absent and d is further, we have to consider the equation will be obtained in terms of d, and you should solve first 3 and 4, subtract 3 and 4, then d will eliminate. We must eliminate d because we can use the Cramer's rule up to 3 variables, and we can use the rule for 4 variables, but that will be determinant of 4 by 4, which will be somewhat complicated to evaluate. So, first you do subtract 3 and 4, yes, subtract 3 and 4, and then D will eliminate, and we take that as our new equation and solve this equation with first and second by Cramer's rule, and check the answer will be of this type. So, this is in this way we can find equation of sphere either passing through 4 given points, or the condition may be 2 points and center lies on this line. So, such type of, that means 4 conditions must be there for obtaining equation of sphere. So, thank you for watching the lecture.